Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Monday, the 29th day of April. Tomorrow's the final day of the month. Wow. How is that even
I blinked,
possible?
and it's gone.
International Dance Day, so get out there and do a little dancing. National Do a Kickflip Day. Wow, I don't think I could do that.
I don't think I'll try.
Peace Rose Day, National Shrimp Scampi Day, National Supply Chain Day, National Zipper Day, Viral Video Day, We Jump the World Day, and World Wish Day. All of those things happening on this Monday. And I have a guest joining me, Joel Smallbone from the band For King and Country. But the reason we're talking to him is he's also an actor, and he's got a movie that just came out Friday, and this film is about his family. And in this movie, he gets to play his dad.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So, and apparently there's a whole bunch of cameos, and there's a bunch of Christian music from the 90s, like Christian rock music from the 90s. I've not yet seen the movie, but I am excited to see it. We'll chat with him all about it coming up.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Solitaire Bliss did a survey of 1,000 Americans about the hobbies that they love and why they love them and which are the best for their finances. Music production, comedy groups, and meditation have the best bang for your hobby buck, apparently. Cooking and baking and car repair maintenance. Bowling, those are the hobbies with the worst bang for your buck. So, like if you like to cook, you're buying a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, you have to buy all the ingredients.
Car repair, you're like, oh, I need a new starter or whatever. The top 3 most expensive hobbies for Americans are traveling, collecting, and cooking. The average American devotes 9 hours per week to their hobbies. Stress relief is the number one desired outcome for engaging in hobbies. And over half, 55%, agree that inflation is making their hobby less accessible to them. So if you're interested in all of the details on this study, I do have a link to it. It is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years, and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know that Americans spend so much time on their phones that in a lifetime they will spend as much time on their phone as they did in school? Yeah.
Whoa.
If you have a moment to check your report here, Harmony Healthcare IT chronicled screen time addiction among Americans. They found that 1 in 3 Americans cannot go 24 hours without their phone. A full 45% say they are addicted. For Gen Z, this increases to a full 56%.
Oh my gosh.
The average American spends 4.5 hours a day on their phone. That amounts to 12 years in a lifetime.
Oh my
While most
gosh.
use their phone for entertainment, 52% say they feel they are too dependent on their phone to do anything about it. And I am not pointing fingers at anybody but myself, because I left the house without my phone once, and I turned around and went back to get it. And I got late. I got to the meeting late. I'm like, sorry, I forgot my phone.
I wouldn't
had to go
be
back.
sad at all
I
if
know.
my phone got completely taken away.
She leaves her phone all the time, and I'm like, I couldn't get a hold of you. What was going on?
But when I have it near me, I'm
Yeah,
on it. And
I
that's
know.
a problem.
We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. After landing 10 Oscar nominations for last year's historical crime epic Killers of the Flower Moon, 81-year-old director Martin Scorsese has mapped out his next several projects, and sources are correct, if they're correct, rather, he plans to shoot 2 films back-to-back, one about Jesus and one about Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
In fact, he would like to reunite with Silence star Andrew Garfield for the Jesus Project. It's unclear what the title will be. That's kind of interesting. And Family Guy may have a whopping 25 years, 22 seasons under their belt, but creator Seth MacFarlane says, I see no reason to stop. In a recent interview, they were talking about, do you think it could last another 25 years? He's like, yeah, why couldn't it? So he's like, as long as audience don't get sick of it. So, and he said, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I know there's a lot of people that love that program.
I haven't seen it for a long time, but
Me neither.
I really did used to love it.
Yeah. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Today is the day that I'm digging through my emails and looking at stuff from like when I didn't read it back in January. Because I was like, I got to clean my inbox out. And this was sent to me at the beginning of the year, I believe. Dictionary.com added 1,700 new, updated, or revised words to their language world premiere catalog for the English language. Greedflation, girl dinner, bed rotting, range anxiety, Barbie core, slow fashion, fire tornado, sound bath, skip lagging, and super frog are among the new terms. Super fog, rather, not super frog. Super frog sounds like a superhero. Anyway, they announced this. It says in the story today, but I'm sure I've had this for a couple weeks, maybe even a month. I don't know. Might have been a couple of months. I deleted the email after copying it, so I don't know how long. 1,228 revisions, definitions. The dictionary works to keep pace with modern life's ever-changing nature of the English language. It says it's the intersection of language, learning, and culture, but it's boundless. And we recognize that words have the power to shape thoughts, bridge gaps, and reflect our ever-evolving society.
Wow.
That is the vice president of editorials at dictionary.com. Our semi-annual new word announcement is meant to support a greater understanding of where language is and where it might go next. And
It just doesn't seem to be improving to me.
I don't
though.
know. They say, and why the constantly expanding universe of words matters to our everyday lives. Some of the key words for winter 2024, which again, like I said, I got this a little while ago. Pop culture and slang terms like girl dinner, bussin', and the ick. Science words like fire science, stellar nursery, and geoglyph. Fashion words like slow fashion, sustainable fashion, and Barbie core, and shacket. I don't know what shacket is, but entertainment words like cozy.
I weep
Bechtel
for our
test.
nation.
Let's
Just put it that way.
I don't know what any of these things mean. I've got a whole bunch more if you want to read what I can't really go through because it doesn't make sense to me. They have a list of all of this stuff, and then there's a link if you want to read all of the details. I have it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Movie Star Monday. Joel Smallbone is our guest today. He's in the band for King and Country, but he's also in movies and TV shows. And there's a new movie that just came out, and it features your family, Unsung Hero. This is near and dear to you, isn't it, Joel?
You're spot on. It is a true story. It's really our parents' story, my mum and dad, and particularly my sister, Rebecca and James. My dad was a concert promoter in Australia, and he lost what would be the equivalent of $500,000 on a tour that went bad. And this was the early 90s. He got offered a job in the States, moved 6 kids, a wife who's 6 months pregnant, 16 suitcases halfway around the world, and then he lost his job. And so it kind of, that's where it picks up. It's us banding together, praying for everything, raking leaves, mowing lawns, seeing miracles in the local community, the local church coming together, rallying around. And it really is a story about mums. It's really a celebration of our mum, but mums in general. It's a celebration of family, and really thrilled to not only have co-written it and co-directed it with Richard Ramsey, but I also play my dad in the film, Richard, which I've dubbed a very expensive therapy session.
I love it. That's got to be kind of a weird feeling, though, literally stepping into your dad's shoes and being him in this movie.
Oh, trippy, man. I mean, you're looking at a young actor who's playing you, and you are you, but you're your dad, and you're playing across from your mom, and but you have to kiss your mom, but it's not your mom. I mean, it's a very trippy affair. But man, it's a worthy one because my day job is a musician, and part of the job of a musician is to tell a story through a song that is as close to your own heart as possible, because it will reach further into someone else's heart. And that's what we've tried to do with this film, is to tell a story that is as close to home, literally and figuratively, as possible, so it can reach out. And man, our hope is that moms have felt seen, and that families feel lifted up, and those who've gone through trials can rise above them. So it's an adventure film. It's a drama, but at the heart of it, it's really a family picture.
Speaking of family, you work with your brother with the band, and you guys are around each other all the time. You must get along really well.
Yeah, well, you're right. I'm one half of the group for King and Country. I joke that I'm the king and Luke's the country, but it's kind of all we've known. And honestly, the portion of life that this film chronicles is partly to thank for it, because we got thrown into life together and family together, and figuring out how to, between all of our siblings, how to compromise, how to collaborate, how to partner with each other. And it's just something that has very naturally evolved into adulthood, and it's kind of the life that I know, and honestly, John, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's been really magical, not only in music, but now in this movie. If you go to the cinemas, you'll see literal cameos of each of the family members sort of tucked away in the film. Luke produced the film, my brother, and so it's certainly still a family affair. But again, this is so much more about the family than it is about our family. We believe in the family, and we believe that one of the great hopes for society is the family. I heard a great quote the other day that said that a family can survive without a nation, but a nation can't survive without the family. And I thought, man, that's so true. I believe that.
I love that. What a great quote. Again, the movie that we're talking about is Unsung Hero. It hit theaters this weekend, and it looks to me like a good movie with a good message.
It is. And man, it's like I said, it's an adventure story too. And part of what we've tried to do with the King Country is invite everyone to the show, from 2 to 82. And that's what we've endeavored to do with this film. And I think you're going to find it really entertaining. There's a lot of, it's a 90s film, so there's a lot of bad style. There's also a lot of great 90s music, from Michael W. Smith to Jesus Jones to Rod Stewart, Lenny Kravitz, Seal, Amy Grant, Stryper, all kind of tucked away in the picture. But the intent of it is really, hey, let's lift up family, let's lift up moms. Let's put family on in the theaters again, and so we're excited to step into the next few weeks, particularly going into Mother's Day, and have this film in front of moms as they're celebrated around the country and the world.
I love that. Joel, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Hey, the marketing people will be upset at me if I don't say unsunghero.movie is where you can get your tickets. Unsunghero.movie. Hey, thanks for the time, John, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely. And again, I'll make it really easy to find that website and the trailer for the movie. I've got a link to all of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening on this Movie Star Monday.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back, or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A pound of potato chips costs 200 times more than a pound of potatoes. Oh, wow. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, pound for pound.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Although getting a single tattoo can temporarily weaken your immune system, getting several tattoos over time can strengthen your immune system.
I am immortal.
It could be. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word girl was originally used to refer to any small child, regardless of their gender.
Really?
Yeah. So everybody was a girl when they were a kid. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The phrase head over heels was originally heels over head, which actually makes more sense since that's literally what's happening. Your head is always over your heels.
Okay.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The dark side of the moon is actually turquoise. I'll take your word for
Okay.
it. I'm never
I
going to
have
see
no
that.
intentions of going there.
Yeah, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. A question for you, Heidi. Almost 40% of people agree that this instantly makes somebody more attractive. What is it? Oh, I should do this more often.
I don't know. I would always say a nice smile, but
No, wear their sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah, just putting on sunglasses make you look more attractive. I should just wear sunglasses all the time. I need all the help I can get. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A high school student in New York has been arrested after he allegedly sent a fax to the school officials that appeared to be from the school's principal, announcing that he was resigning. Yeah, our brilliant student even went so far as to send the fax on what looked like official school letterhead. What tripped him up, though, was the cover sheet. On the cover sheet, they have a place for a phone number. Guess what he wrote on the phone number
His own
thing?
phone number?
His own cell phone number. Yeah. He was charged with criminal.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, charged with criminal impersonation. So
Yikes.
I don't know what he thought was going to happen. I'm going to submit my resignation.
Yikes.
I'll fax it to the school, even though I'm sitting in that office right there. I don't think that's how that would have worked. Wow. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Where can you rent grass-grazing animals like goats and sheep and whatnot? Well, apparently it's a thing, and there's a bunch of states that have these things. As the sale of gas-powered lawn equipment is being banned, there's more and more animal lawn mowing services popping up in some states. So these are
they'll bring like their goats to your house
10
or
best
something.
and 10 worst states for animal lawn mowing. I just thought this was weird. So the 10 best states: Kansas, Virginia, Missouri, Texas, Pennsylvania, Georgia. Number 4 is Iowa, 3 Minnesota, 2 Wisconsin. Who do you think is number 1?
I don't know.
California. All right,
Really?
let's talk about the worst states to find animal lawn mowing ranks.
I would have never put California as number one.
That's where, because they're outlawing gas-powered stuff, so they have people that are bringing in stuff. So these are the 10 worst states to find somebody to do this: Nebraska, New Mexico, Nevada, Delaware, Wyoming, Montana, Hawaii is number 4, 3 Rhode Island, 2 North Dakota, and the hardest place to find somebody to bring goats to chew up your lawn, District of Columbia. Okay. There you go. That is the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Now your quote of the day comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Our quote today is from Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry says, According to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking, and number two is death. Death is number two. That doesn't seem right. That means to the average person, if you have to go to a funeral, you'd be better off in the casket than doing the eulogy.
That is not too far off for me.
Heidi had to do some public speaking the other day. She stood up at a meeting and had to talk. I was amazed. You'd never know it by listening that she's shy, but she's very shy. And I was so proud of you. You did a good job.
Oh,
Heidi.
thank you. You
Quote of
never
the day.
did say that, so I was wondering.
No, I did too. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. A tale of fate, generosity, and love. Two families united by a life-saving liver donation. I think this is a really cool story. 2022, Brandon Morgan faced devastating news that his chances of surviving liver disease were slim. So slim that he was removed from the deceased donor list. Then his girlfriend, Christina Benjamin, immediately stepped up, eager to be his donor. Despite her willingness, tests revealed that she was not a match for Brandon. Undeterred, she made a selfless decision to donate her liver to somebody else in need.
Wow.
Almost miraculously, short after she made the decision to donate, Brandon received news that, hey, we found a match. It was like fate. They said it was like it was meant to be. Her liver went to Peggy Miller, a 70-year-old woman who had been given 3 to 6 months to live without this liver. And her husband had been preparing for the worst, even planning her funeral. They said it was a miracle. My husband and I just looked at each other. We were in disbelief that it was happening because we had accepted the fact that it wasn't going to happen. Here came Christine, a beautiful young girl, and I swear she has angel wings and a halo. Meanwhile, Brandon was gearing up for his transplant thanks to a liver donation from Philip Rothschild, a 34-year-old man that he had never met before. As fate would have it, just days after their surgeries, Brandon proposed to Christina with the assistance of the hospital nurses.
So, because I think you can donate just a piece of your liver and it'll regenerate, correct?
I don't know. I don't know if you know this, but I gave up on my medical degree years ago. So, no, I never had a medical degree. No, I think this is really cool. It says the extraordinary journey didn't end there. 4 individuals brought together by their shared experiences at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center have formed a deep bond. All of these people are now like the best of friends.
I bet.
They said they've spent time visiting each other, enjoying vacations together, and celebrating holidays together. I love that. It's a great story. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.